All right, so now that we've got that out of the way, a few people asked me to talk a little bit about making your equipment at home. So I just want to, just a quick tutorial just to run over some things. We've got obviously the dumbbell, the kettlebell. It's a small one, 5 pound. Of course, it's usually bigger than that. Then you've got the club bell. Then you have the mace. Now, on the barbells, you've got the standard size, which is the small size, and then you've got the Olympic size, which has the collar on the end of it. So this is important to realize, because if you're making your own stuff, you have to have like this. If you're making a swing bell or a deadlift bell with the square and you're doing it, you've got to have clearance, because if you put the handle on the top, right, put the shaft through, then that's bigger. These are smaller. Also, another thing, they make these where you can change out. This is also the smallest, would be the standard barbell size. 2.5 pounds, they're perfect. This is Olympic, standard over there. Your standard size 2.5 pound bells are what's good. This is a 1/2 inch by 18, 1/2 inch. That's the circumference that's going around here. That is going to be the size you want to use for your standard bell. This is a 2.5 pound standard bell that I put on the end of this club to make a club bell. This is perfect. If you get any bigger than this, if you start going to that size, what happens is your width, you have to have more clearance as you go back and through. Now, the bigger ones will work, but it's tough. And of course, you can't use the Olympic size for these. That's a 1/2 inch. And then for those who've got a little bit bigger hands, we've got the 3/4, and that's the circumference of the 3/4. That really, these are 2.5 pound. This is a good one. The toughest thing you're gonna have with these is tightening them down. The coupling, or what we call in the trade the nipple, that goes in between these is going to, you have to tighten it down. I have to put it into a my vise, and then I have to get a pipe wrench, and then I have to put an extension on the pipe wrench. So that's the toughest thing about all these, is tightening them down. Less is more. If you get a long nipple and you think you're gonna tighten that thing down all the way, you're not gonna make it. Just because it has threads on it doesn't mean that you're gonna be able to do it. So these are pretty simple. Fact is if you wanna make a mace, you just do the same thing. Just get the one that goes to about 36 inches, 24 inches. I did quite a few 24, I did some 36. This is about, I think about 2.5, that's 18, yeah, 36. This is a 36 inch, which is just about a perfect for the mace. Those are really, really simple to make. Now the deadlift bell is a little bit more difficult. I just got the flange. This is a 3/4. Just got the flange that you put in on the bottom. Then I got just a regular non-water pressure coupling that's connecting in between these two. You got a small nipple and then your T. This is water pressure. This is the one that'll hold more. And then I got this is probably a 5 inch by 3/4 nipple, and then your end caps right here going on the ends. So what happens with this, let's say that I want to put this into a standard dumbbell or a barbell. This is my standard. I would slide this through, tight fit, then put the flange back on the bottom, and then I have my deadlift bell. I'm not going to take time to put the flange. Obviously the flange would go right there and you would tighten it down. And then that would be my deadlift bell. You might not want to put this big, this is a 50 pound, you might not want to put that much on there. But then you can make your kettlebell for swinging. That's for deadlift. And then you can make your kettlebell for swinging And I made this, I got this was the 1 inch by 8 inch nipple. Then the same thing, I got the regular coupling. And then I've got I had shortened the handles, and then I took some PVC and kind of roughed it up a little bit, because you've got to have a more narrow handle for a swinging bell. So I'll show this to you real quick. And another thing, I used to get these at Play It Again Sports. They are completely sold out. And also, you can put this on the inside, or you can take a piece of this PVC if you don't want as much clanging around. We won't worry about that now. So if I take 2 2.5 plates, a 5 pound, a 10, a 10, a 5, and then 2.5 pounds, then I can take that, put that back on the top of it, tighten that up. Obviously I would take more time to tighten that up a little bit better. Move these out of the way. Then I've got a regular swinging kettlebell. So I can lean this back, and I've got a swinging bell that's completely adjustable. Now that little sound of tink tink, I don't mind that, because that kind of gives me a reference of movement. So this swinging bell, that would be 5, that's 10, 20, 30, 40. That's a 45-pound bell. Probably paid, I guess when I got these 10 pounds, 5 and 2.5, I probably maybe paid $20 for this. Then the hardware that I needed would be maybe $12 at most. And then the time it took, like I said, the most time it took is so a kettlebell, you could make a fully adjustable kettlebell for this well under $50, whereas kettlebells, a 45-pound kettlebell now plus shipping, you'd be paying upwards to $150 to $160. So anyway, hopefully that helps you out. Hopefully that answers your questions. If you want me to make some stuff for you, I can do it. I have it set up. The only trouble is running low on finding this stuff. This stuff's barbell right now. Barbell plates are liquid gold, solid gold. All right, hope you're having a great day and hope this helps. Thanks. Okay, so I've asked a few people to come.